Hello and welcome to another episode of Ion Mortgage. I am Keisha Johnson, principal broker and owner of RTS Mortgage Financial. I just wanted to bring you up to speed with regards to some of the changes that's taken place over the last couple of weeks. I did kind of tap on it last week. So just want to once again bring you up to speed with some of these changes and kind of update you. So one of the changes is going to be that 30-year amortization. If you're a first-time home buyer, you will have access to that. Now, when the stress test was put into play, anyone who was putting down less than 20% down, too bad, too sad, it was 25-year amortization. Now, with the new guidelines that's being put into place, we once again have access to that 30-year amortization. All right, providing that you are a first-time home buyer. What is considered as a first-time home buyer? All right, first-time home buyer is bottom line, someone who's purchasing a property for the very first time. All right. Also, another category that will kind of place you under the first-time home buyer guidelines is if there's a lapse between 4 years. So if you've not purchased a property, not owned a property, principal owner of a property in the last 4 years, you'll once again be considered as a first-time home buyer. All right, you want to get back into the market. And also, if life happens, you went through a divorce, and it's out of your hands, right? And so you're not going to be penalized for that, right? You have an opportunity to purchase again with that first-time home buyer incentive. What's the major incentive as a first-time home buyer? You get to put down 5%. I do want you to understand though, being a first-time home buyer does not guarantee that you get to put down 5%, right? If your credit is not the best, that 5% will easily go from 5 to 10, 15, or even 20. So you do want to make sure that your credit is in a good place so that you could take advantage of that. All right. The other change, let me explain with the difference between the 25-year amortization and 30-year, how that makes a difference. So imagine your mortgage payment being stretched out over a course of 25 years versus 30 years. So you can imagine if it's stretched out over a course of 30 years, that monthly payment is going to be less, which is going to bring you a little bit more into affordability. All right. Now, the other change, of course, is the down payment. All right. Shouldn't say the down payment. Sorry, the increase of the insured mortgages. All right. So mortgages, anything from up to 1 mil, all right, was insured, but once you go over that 1 mil mark, it's no longer insured. Well, guess what? Up to 1.5 mil now, it will be insured. So this is a good thing. All right, we're kind of waiting to see how does that look in terms of the down payment. Okay, how does that look? So if we are looking at purchasing a property, anything 500,000 and less, it will be calculated by 5%. So 500,000, let's use 500,000 by 5%, that's going to be 25,000. Okay, now if we are looking at purchasing a property, let's say 1.50 mil. All right, just to give you an idea of how the calculation is worked out when we're purchasing a property over $1 million. So the first 500,000, once again, that's 5%. That's 25,000. All right, and then the remaining amount that adds up to the 1.50 mil, so that will be 550. That is now going to be calculated by 10%. All right, so that 10% now is going to be 55,000. So 55,000 plus the 25,000, that is going to be 80,000. All right, so your down payment is actually going to be 80,000. All right, so that is what that basically looks like. The other thing is with the renewal of mortgages, you now no longer have to be subject to the stress test. And this is, of course, a great thing because a lot of individuals, a lot of homeowners were kind of trapped in their mortgage because guess what? There was no flexibility in terms of the fact that they were subject to the stress test, which made qualifying a little bit harder. So this is great. This will probably, open up some opportunity with regards to lenders being a little bit more aggressive in their making sure that they're more competitive in their rates. So this is a great thing. All right. So overall, we do have some changes that are taking place. And of course, it might be a great benefit for you as a first-time home owner, as someone who's looking to refinance your home, right? So these are some great things. And we definitely want to make sure that we're asking our mortgage brokers questions to understand it a little bit better and to see, how it can be beneficial to you. If you have any questions at all, please feel free, reach out. You can contact me online. Remember that I am also on all the social media platform. Well, not all, but I'm on Instagram, also on Facebook, on LinkedIn as well. also on YouTube. So please definitely reach out if you have any questions. It's always good to gather that information, position yourself so that you're in the right position when you are ready to make a move. All right, thanks again and have a wonderful, wonderful rest of the week.